Welcome to Full Count Rhythm Baseball on the Full Count Broadcast Network, presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram. Now let's send it to the ballpark for today's matchup.
Welcome into another edition of Full Count Rhythm Baseball here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Tim Reese, Zach Williams coming to you live from Drakes Creek Park here in beautiful Hendersonville, Tennessee, 37075. For any of you mailing aficionados, appreciate y'all checking in with us tonight as we have a good one on tap for you. A bit of a rivalry in the short 3 years now that the Full Count Rhythm have been a part of the OVL. The Hoptown Hoppers coming in to visit the Full Count Rhythm, a team that has definitely been casted into a bit of a shadow ever since the Rhythm have joined the OVL. Tim Reese, how are you doing today?
I am doing well. Had a little bit of a shower as I drove up this morning, but now beautiful, hot, sunny day here. Thanking the good Lord for air conditioning in our press box. No air conditioning in the press box area at the Fulton Railroaders. Yeah.
Notice he said press box area.
Yeah.
Because I'm assuming it's not really in a box.
It's a box. It's a wooden box.
Oh.
And it's covered, but it's outside, and it was hot. You wouldn't believe there was sweat going into areas, Mark McDaniel areas that we cannot mention here on the air. Because Mark gets a little squeamish when you start talking about sweat pouring down.
Outside of the weather conditions out there, talk to us a little bit more about that win last night on the road for the Full Count Rhythm.
8th in a row for Full Count over the Fulton Railroaders. Now have a record of 26-9 and the second longest winning streak of the year for Full Count. Ran off 9 straight after a 1-3 start, and now finishing strong. They'll play the Hoptown Hoppers for the last time this year. Have defeated the Hoppers 3 out of 4 games here in 2023 in an overall 13-6 record against the Hoppers all time. So it's you talk about a rivalry. It hasn't been quite the rivalry as much this year. The Hoppers did defeat Full Count in I believe that was game 4 of the year, and that was the last loss. And then they rattled off the 9 straight. Now the Hoppers are going to try to come in here and see if they can break the Full Count Rhythm's winning streak, stop it at 8 games. But Elliot Bray will have something to say about that. We'll get to that on the Chick-fil-A Rivergate starting lineups, won't we?
Which will come up next. We're going to run to our first break here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Welcome back to the Full Count Broadcast Network. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup.
Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup. We appreciate them for all they do for the ministry as well as this collegiate summer wooden bat team that we have here in the Full Count Rhythm. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. You like some Christian chicken.
I love Christian chicken. I do love it.
I only heard squish, squish, squish.
You only heard it? Well, I thought it was a Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineups, and you do the Chick-fil-A starting lineups. I didn't know that I was going to have to chime in.
But you always love talking about Todd Hundley.
I do, but I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Well, let's get you ready for tonight's ball game with the Chick-fil-A of Rivergate starting lineup, starting with the starting with the visiting Hoptown Hoppers, not the visiting Stephen Bell. Stephen Bell will be batting first, though, playing center field. Sam Perkins out in right field batting second. Luis Vergara will be left fielder batting third. Dom Olivero, designated hitter, batting fourth tonight. Tate Van Hooser, first baseman, batting fifth. Carter Hood, third baseman, batting sixth. Reed Douglas, the catcher tonight, batting seventh. John Keebler, the shortstop, and in the eighth spot tonight. And for the 9-hole hitter, Artem Lognevov, batting ninth, playing second base. And on the rubber for the Hoptown Hoppers, Dylan Eaton for your full count rhythm. Batting first, playing third. Ooh, check that. I haven't wrote down their respective lineups yet, as I'll switch over to the more prepared Tim Reese. Batting first and playing center field, Drew Robertson. Batting second, playing third base, Trey Miller. Catching and batting third, Jackson Cothran. First baseman batting fourth, Henry Jackson. Left fielder batting fifth, Reese Holbrook. And designated hitter tonight batting sixth, Sammy Slaughter. Shortstop and batting seventh, Levi Perrell. Right fielder batting eighth, Jared White. And 9-hole hitter tonight and playing second will be Brett Waringer. The pitcher tonight for the full count rhythm, Elliot Bray.
Elliot Bray from Auburn University. He is on for his 7th start of the year. All his appearances are starts, a 1.65 ERA. Comes in throwing 27-plus innings of work. On the OVL site, it indicates that his ERA is a little bit below Spencer Wilkins, but there's hopefully a change that's going to be made to finally update the OVL site, and Elliot Bray will move from first on the site to second. So
maybe if we point it out more.
Sorry to the Bray family, but Spencer Wilkins got charged with an earned run, and he shouldn't have. So, but Elliot is one of the top pitchers in the Ohio Valley League. Struck out 26 batters in his 27 innings. He will go tonight against the Hoptown Hoppers.
A nice night for baseball. Much more humid that was this morning, but the rain came through and kind of cooled everything off a little bit. Don't expect any more showers or anything for the rest of the night, outside of an isolated thunderstorm that pops up, but a nice night for some baseball here at the park. A rarely quiet night here at Drakes Creek Park, as the softball tournament that had been going on here was postponed or canceled. I don't know the verbiage to use, but they are not playing tonight. So I feel like it's the first time this summer I've seen the park not just jam-packed full of families and other games going on. So the full count rhythm should be the only thing on tap tonight. Remember, the tickets are free. We always want you to come on out. Tim Reese has covered all your tickets for the season, so you can come on out for the great price of $0. And we always want to see you. And remember that you always have the ability to join in the broadcast as much as Tim and I are by jumping in on the chat. Remember to put on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube who you're rooting for, where you're watching from. We always want to see you through the chat, interact the chat. I see some people checking in and watching all through on our Facebook. Remember to like, share, and subscribe, as we want you to be a part of it. Drop a hello. Why not? We need to run to a break, come back, and we'll have first pitch for you right here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back here on the Full Count Broadcast Network through the prayer and into the national anthem, and now getting you ready for first pitch here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Tim Reed, Zach Williams alongside for you here tonight as the Bowling Green Hot Rods coming out in their
Bowling Green
I
Hot
did it.
Rods.
I knew I was going to do it. The Hoptown Hoppers, that is. Hoptown Hot Rods. I can't not do it for some reason. The Hoptown Hoppers coming out in their digital camo, not digital camo, but camo uniforms with American flag inlay on numbers and letters. Makes it very tough to see for some broadcasters out here tonight. They also have gray pants on. And your Full Count Rhythm coming out in their white uniforms, tops and bottoms, with the sky blue inlay for letters and numbers tonight. Excited for it. Elliott Bray, once again, your pitcher tonight on the hill. First three due up that he will face: Stephen Bell, Sam Perkins, and Luis Vergara.
Elliott Bray, 6', 220-pound redshirt freshman from Hartselle, Alabama, the son of Scott and Renee Brown, who just changed their last name. Let's just start this whole thing over.
Yeah, we're going to end the stream, and then we're going to get into it.
Elliott Bray, the son of the Brays.
I wonder who the Hot Rods are playing tonight.
Yeah, right here where the Hot Rods are. Is a pawpaw squirrel in Haleyville, Alabama, and a Nana in Winfield. Stays at the host home of John and Amy Smithson, along with Spencer Wilkins and Jonah Smithson, now no longer on the squad. I don't know if you have that intel yet, but he has developed an injury, and so he has been replaced on the squad by his teammate from Trevecca, Preston Drebes, I think it's how it's pronounced, Drebes, from Beach High School. Just remember that if you see a link on the Facebook site, then don't click on it. You're already on the site. So.
Yep. There's no other places outside of our YouTube, Facebook, Twitter that this is broadcast. Anything else is trying to steal your information. As
Don't
Stephen
let them
Bell
do it.
slides into the plate. Our leadoff man, Aaron Hash, our scoreboard operator tonight, also sliding in last second. And we're off and running. Ball one. The adventure begins.
Bella Caroline, you're gone. Quit hitting our...
The birds are chirping tonight. Those are not this is not Augusta. We did not pipe in any bird noises on the broadcast for anyone to feel more at peace.
Heidel Rubio checking in. I guess Heidel did not go up to Managua, as the third week mission group has traveled from Mazante over to Managua.
Swing and a miss there. 2-2 count now.
Stephen Bell played last year at Alderson Baradas. There's a chance he's in the transfer portal. Pretty good chance, I believe.
That one is fouled off. It'll be our first AAA Autoglass foul ball. It gets by some of our patrons over at the Framework Athletics Hospitality Tent.
Stephen Bell from Brentwood, Tennessee, Ravenwood High School, hitting 300 on the dot right now.
And a big swing and a miss, and the first out is the first strikeout of the night. Sam Perkins.
He's no longer hitting 300 now.
No. Just made a dip.
Just went down.
287.
No, not that far.
Oh, okay. Sam Perkins stepping in now. Right-hander versus right-hander now. One away. Fouled off back into the screen.
Got to put some WD-40 on this
Old Tin
microphone
Man over there.
arm.
You don't know what it sounds like, Aaron
No.
Hash. It doesn't sound good. Our broadcast audience does, though. That one struck over towards right field. Henry Jackson was giving chase, but will not be fast enough to get to it. And 0-2 count now it is for Sam Perkins.
Todd Neal, though, he did make the trip over to Managua, and he's listening in. Hello, Todd. I didn't see you in the big photo of the whole group. You must have been taking the picture. Scott Slaughter's checked in.
Ooh, and the backwards K as 1 and 2 go down on strikes.
Saw Melissa Slaughter, Sam Slaughter's mother here, along with his grandparents.
Luis Vergara stepping in now. Third batter, 2 away. This is outside.
So says Darren Clark, our home plate umpire. Jordan Blick down at first and Matt Overton at third.
I think I'm friends with Matt Overton on Facebook. Fouled off. He's a local guy.
Apparently, I thought I heard him say he lives in Clarksville now. Is that a possibility?
Thought he
Wearing a
was
Schaefer Middle School shirt when he came in here.
He's the head coach for their football team, I believe. That gets in there for strike 2 called.
The Best Western Hotel right across the street from the airport in Managua is where the team is right now. Get up in the morning and play Frogger as you cross that Central American Highway.
Check to see if he went, and he did. So a 1-2-3 strikeout inning for Elliott Bray. A commanding start to this ball game for the Full Count Rhythm. We will take a break. No hits, no runs. Nobody even got a bat on it. Back after this here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Through 1 half inning of baseball. You got a whole lot of other half innings left to go. It's bottom of the first now. Elliott Bray got in and got out with 3 strikeouts to start against the Hoptown Hoppers. It will now be the Full Count Rhythm's turn to swing the Old Hickory. And the first three to start off, Drew Robertson, Trey Miller, Jackson Cothran. Drew Robertson has been the most consistent batter in the OVL. See if he can continue going.
Dylan Eaton on the mound has a 4.50 ERA, his second start of the year.
Starts off with a strike there. Showed bunt and tried to pull it back, but still called strike two, that is.
AAA auto glass foul ball just past the Framework Athletics hospitality tent.
Very similar to the last one.
That Hodges down there after that one.
Good hit towards right field, and it'll get through between first and second, and a leadoff single for Drew Robertson. Guy can hit the ball.
He extends his current hitting streak to 9 games.
9 times.
And he has a long hitting streak during the year of 17 games, hitting .358. Leads, that is his 45th hit of the year.
Aaron Hash, do you know what the 9 times comes from? Showing bunt is Trey Miller. He puts a ground ball over towards third, and now Robertson rolls, and a bad throw that gets past third. Robertson will head to home as he will go first to home, and Trey Miller is standing on second base. 2 wrongs made a right there for the Full Count Rhythm. Drew Robertson did not think that he was going to get gunned down at third, as he thought the throw was going to first, but they held off. Hood did not throw it, and then makes a horrible throw trying to get over to Keebler, who is covering from short over to third, and it just goes off lazily into left field. And we have our first Framework Athletics first run of the night as the Rhythm lead 1-0. Stepping in now is Jackson Cothran. (2-0) count now to Cothran.
Drew Robertson just about got his neck wrung for making that play right there, and then got lucky.
A hard ground ball knocks down Van Hooser over at first, but he collects himself and steps on the bag. That will advance Trey Miller over to third base, and 1 away. Henry Jackson now stepping in.
Into the plate for the Rhythm, first baseman Henry Jackson.
Chance to make this a 2-run ball game now with a man 90 feet away.
Scott Slaughter, to answer your question, I don't know how many games they're going to play down there. Brandon Jacker probably knows the answer to that, but I would guess a game a day, so maybe 5 games.
Reaches at one and knocks that foul over towards Gallatin. A AAA auto glass foul ball.
The Wilkins have checked in from Monticello, Georgia, and Danielle Waringer, I assume, not entertaining friends tonight who are headed to the bathroom. Says, let's go Rhythm.
Another foul ball, still an 0-2 count.
And superfan Vicky Maloney back for another Rhythm ball game.
If anyone's ever called her Maloney, Baloney.
We call my granddaughter Sloaney Baloney.
True. Another one that's going to get up and out of play.
Henry's
AAA autoglass foul ball.
Henry's hitting foul balls like he, like he's donated them.
That's a hard shot towards short. It's glove thrown on to first, not in time, but a run will come across or it is in time, that is. Sorry. The second out over at first, and a run comes across.
RBI ground out for Henry Jackson. 2-0, the Rhythm lead.
Reese Holbrook stepping in now. Let's see what he can do that I can mess up. 2 away here. 2-0. Twos are not wild yet. Wind blowing back in towards home plate. Swing and a miss there for Holbrook. 1-1 count.
Reese hitting .291. 12 RBIs. Tied for 5th in the OVL and 13 stolen bases.
An inside one called for strike 2.
Got a little seismic activity up here.
I don't know if the Richter scale will catch it, but 2-2 count. 2 outs. That's hit down the first base line, but will go foul. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Stays in the park, though. Don't have to find a new ball. Aaron, you know how many laces are in a baseball?
They're not called laces. Those are in a glove.
That was the trick. As that's a strike 3. And the third out as Holbrook goes down. But 2 runs come across for the Rhythm on 2 hits. Nobody left on. We will take a break. Top of the second when we return here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the second inning, the Rhythm lead it 2-0 over the Hoptown Hoppers. Elliot Bray still on the rubber for the Rhythm. Has 3 strikeouts already in this ball game. Dom Olivero, Tate Van Hooser, and Carter Hood due up. Olivero, the designated hitter, batting the 4-hole, 4, 5, and 6 here for the top. And continuing trends, Elliot Bray in with a strike to lead it off.
Jeff Cruz checks in on Facebook, along with Judy Carver.
Swing and a miss there, 0-2 count.
Oliverio from Indiana State, hometown Fishers, Indiana. And the center fielder at a couple games against the Rhythm, now the DH today.
Ball 1.
Oliverio riding a 5-game hitting streak right now. He's the second time this year that he's had 5 hits in a row, or games with 5 hits.
Fouled off into
Let me try that the third time. Games with hits in a row 5 times.
We're rubbing off on each other.
5-game hitting streak.
We're rubbing off on each other
I hope
today.
tomorrow's better.
And that home game is tomorrow
bueno.
against the Paducah Chiefs, as that's a shot towards left center. Getting back is Holbrook, and he has it for the first out. So Hoptown now able to say they haven't been completely struck out.
One away brings up the number 5 hitter, first baseman, Tate Van Hooser.
And Tate Van Hooser stepping in First baseman for the Hoptown Hoppers.
Watch this guy take a cut. He does not get cheated.
First pitch swinging, fouled off into the glove of Jackson Cothran.
Teammate of Nick Judd at Kentucky Wesleyan, Tate Van Hooser from Princeton, Kentucky.
Swing and a miss on one way outside.
Couldn't have hit that one with a telephone pole.
Trying to touch the outside corner, not going to get the call. 1-2 count now. That one goes high, 2-2 count, as getting towards the golden hour here at Drakes Creek Park. Sun setting over right field. That's hit down the third base line. Miller not able to glove it as it just got through and will be charged the error. Brings up Carter Hood, third baseman.
Sixth for the Hoppers, third baseman Carter Hood.
Hoptown with their first base runner of the night. Each team now one error apiece.
Rhythm come in with a .956 fielding percentage, which is good enough for second in the league. That's their 57th error.
Who leads?
That's a great question. It's one of the other 10 teams that are Henderson Flash with a .961 fielding percentage.
Another strike comes across. Elliott Bray is not messing around today.
Rhythm do come in tied with, I believe, the Hoppers with 25 double plays.
That one gets away from Cothran. Consider that a wild pitch. And that will move Van Hooser over to second.
So the dudette double play is pretty much all but gone. But Hoptown comes in with 26 double plays. The Rhythm with 25.
That one fouled off. Out of play, another AAA Autoglass foul ball. Oh, I thought maybe it didn't catch the glass, but it did. That hit the first floor of a building.
Carter Hood's from Newburgh, Indiana. Plays at Southeastern Illinois College. Had somebody check in at the very beginning as a Hopper fan.
Hey, you have a broadcast. 2-2 count.
Janetta Eberhardt checked in earlier watching Marshall Raper from Kannapolis, North Carolina.
Fouled off on that one. Cothran didn't even think about go getting that ball. Oh, now I'll do it.
He didn't know where it went.
He's like, all right, I got it, don't worry. Don't touch my pearl. Got him on that one. That's going to be one Carter Hood will not go on the highlight reel on that swing. That might end up on Elliott Bray's highlight reel.
That's one of those pitches right there that I got to get out of the way of it, and that might hit me. Let me get my bat in front of it, and maybe I can keep it from hitting me in the chest.
Reed Douglas stepping in now, catcher. Two away, man on second, who is bouncing. Called strike one. 0-1 count. That one rides in a little bit. 1-1. Someone might be returning a shirt to the Merch Pavilion. Not many people bring in a full count shirt on a hanger from the parking lot. That one goes low. It's a good looking shirt.
Give you $20.
2-1 count.
Carter Hood, who just struck out, leads the Ohio Valley League in hit by pitches. Receiving 12. Reed Douglas has been hit 7 times.
That's why that bat came up in front of him.
He's tired of getting hit. I believe when I was watching the Hoppers broadcast one time when Clarksville Whirlybirds were playing the Hoppers in Hoptown, and Clarksville's pitcher hit this young man right here, Reed Douglas, and he was not happy about it. There were some words, but dugouts did not empty, which is a good thing.
Another foul ball.
There was some chirping going on that night. Hoppers come in with a 14-18 record. That's 5th in the league. They're trying to move up one slot. Otherwise, they'll be out of the playoffs.
And gets the punch out. Another backwards K. And I will say Elliott Bray is having quite the time on the mound right now with already 5 strikeouts through 2 innings of work. We will take a break. Rhythm lead at 2-0 here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram knocks it out of the park with Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram is like no other.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Reese, Zach Williams. Full Count Rhythm leading 2-0, and they have the sticks. The old Hickory Lumber, not the Ohio Valley League Lumber. They are hitting Ohio Valley League baseballs, though.
Rawlings baseballs, right? That have John Bruce's name on there.
Still trying to figure out how to get my signature on there.
You can become the president of the league. John Bruce is looking for a sub. He's looking for a Jersey Mike's first sub of the game is what he's looking for.
Dylan Eaton still on the rubber. Due up for the Full Count Rhythm is 6, 7, and 8. Sam Slaughter, Levi Perrell, Jared White. Sam Slaughter giving the Christian vibes.
Holy cow.
That one comes in for a strike. Not really sure what he saw there. That one's fouled off. 0-2 count now to Slaughter.
Sam from Belmont University. He'll be heading down to Nicaragua with the Bruins on a full count mission trip in August.
1-2 now. Wind has died a little bit as our American flag is not moving at all out in center field above the 375 sign. That one's a
full count foul ball.
That is caught for the first out. Was a full count, Tim.
Sure was. Brought to you by Stitches by Cindy.
Not stitches on a baseball, which is 108, by the way.
108 is the answer.
Aaron Hash's grandpa to send. He sent the answer in via text. Levi Perel stepping in. Oh, 1 count.
Dylan Eaton came in relief up in Hoptown in the last game that these two teams played.
I believe that's 2 games in a row at home that he's been plunked. But he is on the bag.
He walked 4 times in 5 plate appearances last night at Fulton. His hitting streak ended because he kept getting walked.
Like Barry Bonds.
Did not score a run.
1-0 count now to Jared White, right fielder for the full count Rhythm. He's been known to put one in the trees out there past right field. That one misses. 2-0 count.
Till Cooper Holbrook did it the other day. He was the only Rhythm hitter to do that.
Do that.
He do that.
Swing and a miss there. 2-1.
Jay White, as he's called, is from Georgia Southwestern.
Fouled off into the screen. AAA Autoglass foul ball.
Hometown Johns Creek, Georgia. 5'9", 205-pound junior. Hitting .242. Has one of the 7 home runs full count has hit.
Levi flirted with going, did not. Full count now.
Brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. Go to our Facebook page, Stitches by Cindy, CYNDI, and look at all the items that she has, not only for sale, but she can get pretty much anything embroidered on anything you want, whether it's a shirt, shorts, travel bag.
Underwear?
Underwear.
Oh, that one caught some glass. AAA Autoglass foul ball.
2 for 2 tonight on the full count first pitch foul balls.
Yeah, Mark, I want to say some things. That's a shot towards left center, and it will be caught by Vergara. 2 away. Perel still on first, and it'll bring up Brett Waringer, the 9-hole hitter, and second baseman for the full count Rhythm.
Brett from Monroe, New Jersey. I think he gets the award for longest away from home. Probably the youngest that's longest away from home. He's one of 2 incoming freshmen. The other one had a great start and was the Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game in yesterday's contest. Logan Harrell, who got his 6th victory on the mound.
Is Trey Miller any longer? He's from New York, yeah?
Yeah, Hamilton, New York. I don't know. Is Hamilton, New York farther away than Hendersonville than
Ken
Monroe? Ken's giving it the head shake, but I'm going to have to fact check.
2-2 count. I don't know where Hamilton is.
Danielle Waringer, do us a little favor there and do some Checking from Hendersonville, Tennessee.
From your living room to here.
On your back deck where you're watching the ball game.
Swing and a miss for the third out, as the Rhythm will have one man left aboard, no hits, and no runs come across. They lead 2-0. We return for the top of the third here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
And welcome back here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Tim Reese, Zach Williams, sometimes mentioned Aaron Hash. 12 hours and 44 minutes from smack dab in the middle of Hamilton, New York, to get to Drakes Creek Park, field number 3.
Is that crawling on your hands and knees? I mean, what are we doing here?
That's by automobile.
By auto? Okay, and then how far from Monroe, New Jersey?
Haven't got there yet. It's too
need
far.
We need another half inning.
Stepping in, John Keebler, Artem Logvinov, and Stephen Bell. It'll be 8, 9, and 1.
Hamilton, New York, Danielle. I believe New York will be further, she says.
12 hours, 12 minutes from the smack dab of Monroe, New Jersey.
Okay, so it's not like significant.
I mean, but he does get the award that you were talking about.
Yeah. So Hamilton, New York.
Make the shirt, Mark.
Who makes the stitches by Cindy?
Well, he's got to pay for it.
Oh.
1-2 count. 2-2 now.
2-2.
Somebody have a radar gun down there? Is that what I was looking at? That one's hit towards short. Perel gloves it. Quick throw over to first in time for the first out. Stepping in now, Artem Logvinov.
It's a common spelling of Logvinov. It might be Artem, A-R-T-E-M. I mean, does anybody speak Russian up here? He's from Moscow, Russia.
Is he really from Russia?
That's what. I mean, that's all according to the roster.
Yeah, he might have the award.
Yeah, he might beat Hamilton.
Ken, check that on the map.
Yeah. You might need to get your globe out.
Don't own a globe.
You don't own a globe.
1-1 count.
Your parents didn't love you?
Oh, some riffraff. Getting a little excited down there on the cotton candy. 2-1. That's something we don't see a lot of anymore. It's just cotton candy vendors.
Oh, I thought you mean baseball players from Russia.
Oh, well, that too. Who's the most famous MLB player from Russia?
Ooh. Good night. Pretty sure there's none.
That's a shot down the middle and will be caught in center field to Drew Robertson.
Pretty nonchalant out there, Mr. Robertson.
Just drifted. A little drifting. Stephen Bell stepping in back to the start of everything here as he struck out his first time to lead off the Hoptown Hoppers. Ooh, that was was a dirty pitch. Not sure. What was that, Aaron? Slider? Look good. 0-1 goes 1-1.
Pop that mitt with that fastball there.
It sure did.
Well, I mean, we do have that microphone right down there in Jackson Cothran's glove.
That one swung on towards second base. Corralled, thrown on to first, and another 1-2-3 inning for the full count rhythm. And Elliott Bray, we will take a break. No runs come across, no hits, and nobody left on base. 2-0. Rhythm lead back after this here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Welcome back here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Tim Resack Williams getting you set for the bottom of the third inning as the stadium lights have came on. The sun's starting to set here. And back to the top of the order for the Full Count Rhythm. Drew Robertson, Trey Miller, Jackson Cothran due up to still face Dylan Eaton. Hi to good buddy Nick Gilbert. Saw you on Facebook. Checking in from somewhere outside of St. Louis, I assume.
You don't think he's watching with the Warringers on their back porch up in Monroe, New Jersey?
Probably using the bathroom if he is.
Dang, we just called out his name, too.
2-0 count now to Robertson. Three-0 now.
Got some heavy arms up here for some reason all of a sudden on the countertop that's moving our computer or our camera here. But that was a delayed call on it.
I thought it was
strike.
Ball 4.
Drew was standing up there.
Full count, Tim.
Let's see. Brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. Cindy Roberts. Another one. Get out of play.
Drifting, and not caught. And a hard hit there into the fence area by Hood.
Hey, Drew Robertson's just living right tonight, isn't he? He was dead meat at third base, rounded second. Throw goes into left field. Maybe he slipped Carter
the 20?
$5 and said, hey, help me out whenever you can. That was a tough play, though, Carter Hood coming up.
John Bruce, that's not true. We're making a joke.
There's no gambling in Ohio Valley League baseball.
Or under
or
the table.
bribery.
Bribery. No crying either. Oh, that one goes outside. Ball 4.
That's anticlimactic.
That really was. Stepping in now, Trey Miller.
Now batting for the Rhythm, third baseman Trey Miller.
Has Trey Miller had that
I've never heard
walk-up
that
song,
walk
or is that
up.
just Mark McDaniel giving Carson Newman University? And this is the award winner. We have determined. From Hamilton,
Shirts
New
in
York.
the mail.
Shirts in the mail.
Courtesy of Mark McDaniels.
Both of them. Both Mark and McDaniels.
2-0 count. Just having fun talking some ball up here. Having a ball, talking ball.
Somebody down there thought it was funny.
I think one of the Oak Ridge boys is here again tonight.
Is it the same one?
Yes. Pickoff move over to first, not in time. He is in row A, seat, call it 7.
I want to say 7, so I'm going to say 7.
You have an affinity for 7s.
It's God's favorite number. Drew Robertson, 11 of 15 in stolen bases.
Do you think he goes?
No.
Ball 4. So back-to-back walks. Runners on first and second now for the Rhythm. Jackson Cothran standing in.
Caleb Abney handling the team again tonight, and see if he will have Jackson Cothran laying down a sack bunt here. Going to guess Jackson will be swinging away.
Ball 1.
Cothran's second on a squad with 17 RBIs. And this now his 23rd game of the year, hitting .338.
Headed to Ohio University?
That's correct. A couple of years with the Motlow State Bucks. He's from Murfreesboro Siegel High School.
The Bobcats. That one's fouled off.
Got around on that one, did he? .24 hits, 4 doubles, 1 triple. He doesn't have a long ball yet this year.
He wants one, though.
This might be the time. We have not had a 3-run or a grand slam home run this year. Not going to happen on that pitch.
2-2. I'll bet you $1 that we don't get a grand slam on this one.
Yep. There you go, betting.
Oh, sorry. That's a home run in an elevator shaft.
Infield fly roll, so the batter's out. Good thing.
Carter Hood gets the first out. And Henry Jackson will stand in. He grounded out to short, his only appearance so far tonight.
But it produced a run. Drove in Trey Miller, who was on third base.
Didn't seem very confident in that swing.
That was one of those fastballs that bore in on him again. It's one of those you start to swing and then you hope you actually miss it because you're going to get sawed off.
.02 count.
Henry heading to William and Mary, the tribe. Where did we determine William and Mary is located? Somewhere in Virginia. Williamsburg, Virginia. A lot of history there in Williamsburg.
There's been some years. It's down in the turf. 1-2 count now. That one swung on and hit to center field as Drew Robertson will retreat back to second as he took off on that one. And 2 away. Brings up Reese Holbrook. Struck out his last time up to be the third out in the bottom of the first inning. He'd like to change his fate from last time on this bat.
Don Kleiser rooting for Henry Jackson. I believe she's on a trip to the Dominican Republic. Must have left today. Going to get through.
Swinging, and it does get through, and Robertson will head home. Throw to third, not in time. And CrossFit Hendersonville runners at the corners as the Rhythm take a 3-0 lead. Sam Slaughter coming up.
RBI for Holbrook, right, Ken? That barely squeaked under the glove of Artem Logvinov. First hit since the first inning.
2-away here. Sammy led off the second inning, the bottom of the second, as runner goes to second, no throw, called strike, and a not as slick as you thought it was, Reese. A 1 count.
That was heels over head down there at second base.
You call that a scorpion.
Olga Corbett down there, is that what that was? On the balance beam?
Almost locked him up there, not able to get it around, so 1-1 count here for Slaughter.
Pick up 2 RBIs right here, Sam. He can't hear me.
He might be listening. They may have an AirPod in. That one is fouled off. AAA Autoglass foul ball. Oh, catches the building.
Right there on the other side, the window looking at field 2.
How did it make that? It almost boomeranged.
Yeah, It must have hit a house. That's what I ask on some of my shanked golf shots.
When was the last time you played golf?
Let's see, this is 2023. Let's see if you do.
Nixon was president.
Subtract the 4 and then you add the 2. I don't know, a couple years ago.
Full count, Tim. When was the last time you had a full count?
Recently, we were 3 for 3 on full count first pitch foul balls, brought to you by Stitches by Cindy.
Not laces.
Nope. 108 stitches on every baseball that she embroiders.
And ball 4, bases are loaded.
Third walk of the inning.
Levi Perrell stepping in. He has a chance to make a dent.
That is Sam Slaughter's 14th walk.
He played like 10 games.
He only has 16 official at-bats. Of course, now 17 with that pop out to the third baseman in the second inning. So 17 official at-bats, 13 walks.
Breaking pitch catches the inside part of the plate. 1-1 count.
Rhythm looking for a 2-out knock by Levi Perrell from Catawba College.
Good old Catawba. And Peril. That's in there for strike 2.
I don't believe Levi agreed with that call.
And some crowd members. Two delivery. Full count, Tim. I think everybody's going to run.
You want to bet $1 on that one too?
I don't bet, so
okay.
I'll leave the gambling for you, Tim.
If they don't run, they're doing it wrong.
Ball 4. Run comes across.
And there it comes across for the visitors. We got to get us a.
It's just a system, folks.
We got to update this scoreboard.
4-0, and we're going to have a conversation. See if I think they had somebody working down there. If they weren't in camo, I'd be able to see it better. It's blending in.
They're undercover. Mike Albin's the pitching coach for.
We are going to have a change. So let's have that change once we come back from the break here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
New pitcher alert. Tim Reese, Zach Williams. It's a tough jersey to see from up here, but we've done our due diligence. I believe we know who it is, Tim.
Do we have two witnesses?
Mark McDaniels counts for both of them.
He's the one.
Who do we got, Tim?
I don't know. You said number 24. That on the roster shows us Cody Jones from the University of Indianapolis. Fishers, Indiana. Second, Fishers, Indiana. He and Dom Oliverio from the town where my brother used to live. It's a suburb of in Indiana.
Indianapolis?
So, there you go.
Hey!
Say, what's the biggest city you know in Indiana? In Indiana.
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 That's where they do that 500 thing. Bases loaded, 2 away. Stepping in will be Jared White. Spicy for me. As Chick-fil-A of Rivergate is getting orders in here, I believe.
But it's not Todd Hundley getting the orders.
Nope, it's someone else. I don't know who that is.
And Claire Jaggers. That's the brownie girl.
Well, I don't see brownies.
Brownies and cookies girl. I see none.
And she's got her hair in a braid, a twist right now, glasses on. Haven't seen her with glasses either. I don't even recognize this person.
She's in her undercover outfit.
Yeah.
A conversation. 3-4.
3-4 on the mound, not 24.
We got old eyes here.
Cody Jones, my left foot.
Jack McGuire. There we go. Yeah, thank you very much.
Glad we turned our field mic up.
Get some new uniforms so we can see the numbers. He's going to steal home. I mean, not even close, and get hit by the ball.
Everyone will take.
Holbrook.
What a play by Reese Holbrook. And now
it may have been a balk the way he was winding up there. He wound up pretty fast, didn't he?
So a triple steal.
Go back and watch that one on the replay. So the pitch was it a called strike? I mean, it's a pitch.
That is fouled off.
He pitched it from the mound. It has to be a. Here we go. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Aaron on the hop hash. That's going to be lifted up into center, and a almost collision, but made the play for the 3rd out. But a run does come across. The Rhythm have a 5-0 lead. 3 scored here in the third inning. They lead it 5-0. Back after this here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Corson Fire and Security first opened for business in 1946. From the very beginning, we understood something important. We're not just protecting buildings. We're protecting the dreams that built them. We're protecting the lives unfolding inside them. Fire extinguishers, sprinkler systems, and security products are the tools of our trade, but people are the inspiration behind it. For 7 decades, we've never forgotten that. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
We all think about our home's yards, gutters, floors, and so much more. When was the last time you thought about your sprinkler system? That's where Music City Fire Sprinkler steps in. It may shock you that in-home sprinkler systems are discreet and affordable. Let the experts at Music City Fire Sprinkler tell you for themselves. Give them a call at 615-826-7450 or check them out on the web at mcfs.us. That's Music City Fire Sprinkler, proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the fourth inning we go. Rhythm lead 5-0. Elliott Bray still on the rubber for the Full Count Rhythm. Sam Perkins, Luis Vergara, and Dom Oliviero will be on as that one is swung out towards center, and Robertson has it for the first out. Didn't even let me get finished.
He wasn't in on the production meeting,
Yeah, I know. We got to have our field supervisor down there.
Evan Jones at the Best Western Hotel in Managua says Vamos Ritmo.
Which is?
Let's go rhythm in Spanish.
1-0 count. Evan Jones could be a media field supervisor. Get him out there with some traffic cones on his hands to give us the all clear on play as that's hit over towards short. Perrell grabs it just as smooth as he can be. Controlled chaos for the second out.
He loves throwing on the run. Vergara, who just grounded out, second in the league with 10 doubles, hitting .281 coming into today's game.
Dom Oliviero, designated hitter, the 4-hole hitter.
Leads their squad with 3 home runs.
Flew out to left field his last time up. Ball 1.
Playing in his 30th game of the season, that leads the Hoppers.
Oh, that one's going to catch up into the shoulder.
His 4th plunking of the year.
Just a slippery fastball.
First baseman Tate Van Hooser.
Tate Van Hooser stepping in.
It's only the second batter that Elliott Bray has plunked this year.
He got all of them on that one. That was some solid meat contact.
Fulton Railroaders had a pitcher come in there yesterday. He had, I don't know, a dozen.
Great pitch there. After you plunk someone to go with a sweeping curve into out on a right-hander like that. That backed up Van Hooser very quickly. He went with it again, say he went around.
Whoa. Huh. I might not agree with that one.
I'll tell you, our home plate umpire, that I've lost his name on my book, is calling his game tonight. Darren Clark. And gets the backwards K. Third out. Another strikeout for Elliott Bray. And one man is left aboard. No hits, no runs. Rhythm lead it 5-0. And we return here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough. Making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank. Banking made easy. On purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Tim Rees, Zach Williams. Bottom of the fourth inning. Rhythm lead 5-0. As stepping in now for the Rhythm. 9-1-2. Brett Waringer, Drew Robertson, and Trey Miller.
Mimi sends in Romans 12-2 tonight.
Jack McGuire still on the rubber.
Romans 12:2, do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Then you'll be able to test and approve what God's will is, his good, pleasing, and perfect will. Romans 12:2.
Is this the end of the game?
No, I mean, it's not the Full Count Ministries verse of the game. She just happens to send in the verse. So
I like it.
To go ahead and
I just feel like I'm having dessert before my dinner.
Oh.
As an official.
And is that a problem?
Not for me.
Okay.
Especially when it's a nice Hershey's pie.
What about a good word from the Word?
I always enjoy that as well.
Aunt Caroline watching from Columbia, South Carolina. Got to see Reese Holbrook steal home plate. He gave it back when he was done, but so he could finish the game.
Awfully kind.
Nana from Naperville's in Alaska. She's on the move in a boat.
That one's fouled off. Out of play. AAA Autoglass foul ball, but it misses all the glass out there.
Dylan Doris, supporter of Full Count Ministries and Full Count Rhythm over there at AAA Autoglass, and we'll have a
full count. Tim. Around here we say a 3-2. If we were in Fulton.
We were Eddie Crittenden.
And that one's going to be swung on into foul territory. It's a good night to be a foul ball.
4 for 4 tonight. What? We got to be up to like 100% now, right? For
if
the
it's
night.
4 for 4.
84 for 181.
What's that math?
That's unofficially. I bet you it's about 46.
And another foul ball, but that one doesn't go on the registry.
Doesn't count.
And a little fake out on the glass. Oh, it misses the glass. Thought it was going to hit it. Oh, and that one's fouled off the glove, luckily. Just barely caught something.
We are up and over 46, almost a 46.5% on the year. Our goal is to get up to 50%, Zach, okay? But this doesn't add. It doesn't add.
Another foul ball as Harrison Travis thought about it and then gave it the old ole. Brett Waringer, once again, in the box here.
Getting his 15 minutes of fame here, isn't he? Jim and Danielle seeing their boy take a walk.
Little Johnny Cash.
Can you play that with Richard Sturban in attendance? I didn't think you could.
Maybe the Oak Ridge Boys should write a song about walking.
Who writes the songs for the Oak Ridge Boys?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Can you name the Oak Ridge Boys, the 4 Oak Ridge Boys?
Richard Sturban.
No,
William Lee Golding.
This is not for Ken Stegall and Mark McDaniel.
Well, I'm 50% of the way there.
Okay, you got Richard Sturban, who's you're 25%. There's 4 of them.
William Lee Golding.
William Lee Golden, yes.
Mm-hmm. I know where his house was.
Still is. Still there.
Can't read lips like that, Mark McDaniel. I appreciate it. And then there's Oak and Ridge. I already named the boys. 2-1 count. I don't know.
Okay, you want to phone a friend?
I'll phone. Who do I want to phone? Mark McDaniel seems to know. Dwayne Allen. That one's hit over towards third, and we'll get out in the left.
Joe Bonzel. Joe Bonzel, Dwayne Allen, William Lee Golden, and Richard Sturban is. Drew Robertson gets his second knock of the ball game. Stays put at first base, which is good. Okay, now when William Lee Golden left, who took his spot?
Vince Gill.
No, he went to the Eagles.
What is he playing with Jalen Hurts? Strike in for Trey Miller.
Trey scored 2 runs, a single and a walk. I believe it was Scott Sanders was his name.
Go ask Richard. He probably knows.
I'm sure he does.
That one's fouled off. Oh, a very late hit. That one, I think that bounced in the parking lot and then caught a window. I think someone might have picked that ball up and then thrown it into a window. 0-2 count for Miller. Oh, and that one rides in and it gets him. Bases loaded. Nobody out. And Hoppers have found themselves in a predicament. Jackson Cothran, who we were alluding to wanting a grand slam because we have not had one so far this season. And he had a chance for a 3-run home run, which we also have not had this season. Now has a chance for a grand slam. They had just missed it. 0-1 counts. That's fouled off.
Jack McGuire from LaPorte, Indiana. Says here he attends Illinois College. I got to keep qualifying it. Yesterday I said somebody is from Illinois State College or Illinois State University, and they said no, he's from Illinois College. I think his family sent in a chat. It was John, don't call me Jonathan Tate.
1-2.
Guess what pitch you're not going to hit a grand slam on?
The one that's in the right-hander's batter's box.
That's right. Pat Jeter and Jerry Gooch are watching. Well, who y'all rooting for? Inquiring minds want to know.
It's a shot towards center. Will it hold it? Hold up too long, but a run will score as Brett Waringer tags up from third, and then double tags the base or the home plate. That is just
scored twice,
just to make sure. 6-0. Cothran sack fly there. And now Henry Jackson stepping in with runners on first and second with one away. Pat Jeter says full court.
Well, do you have a particular players? That's a line drive double play right there.
And it will be a unfortunate due-dat double play for the wrong team.
It's an unassisted double play.
Rhythm do have a lead, though, of 6-0 as they cross one on one hit. We'll take a break. Back after this here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order fresh right in front of you. And let me tell you, watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, impatience, baby-like wonder, indecisive, anticipatory chewing, nervous pacing, happy claps, and finally, jealousy, because that's this guy's sub. I should order one. Good idea. Sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing. A sub above.
Here at Pizza Ranch, our research tells us kids love our buffet. All right, kids, to recap, your favorite things about eating at Pizza Ranch: pizza, chicken leg. Wait, who said pudding plate? Joey, what's a pudding plate?
It's a plate full of pudding.
Carl, put it on the board. Kids love Pizza Ranch, and parents love that kids eat free on Tuesday nights.
Pizza Ranch, everyone's favorite buffet.
I think this kid is onto something.
Welcome back here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Tim Reese, Zach Williams. Top of the 5th inning, Rhythm lead 6-0. And we have a Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen, Tim Reese.
Wonder who that is out there wearing number 14. Is that Pete Rose out on the mound?
I don't think so.
It is not. It's not the hit king. It is Jack Don't Call Me Armstrong Thompson from Virginia Military Institute. 6 foot, 186.5 pounds. Rising senior from Reston, Virginia, the son of Gene and Maureen Thompson. Surely Maureen is checking out the broadcast tonight. Jack is staying at the host home of Mike and Kim Hayes, who are in Hawaii, and for some reason he's got having a party every night over there at the Hayes compound. Mark McDaniel in on the fun.
Watching It's a Wonderful Life, I bet.
Yeah, every night they're watching It's a Wonderful Life.
Hadn't invited us over, though.
Well, I don't want to break my string.
Carter Hood. Reed Douglas, John Keebler. One count. That's swung on over towards third. Miller, quick throw in time for the first out.
Catcher Reed Douglas.
Reed Douglas stepping in.
Thompson leads the squad in appearances. This is now his 12th appearance. 3.52 ERA, a 2-1 record.
Well, that rides in and gets him. So Reed Douglas will take first. A lot of plunks tonight.
5 hit batters on the year for Jack Thompson.
Now batting for the Hoppers.
Maureen says she's tuning in. Did he text you beforehand to let you know that he was coming in?
No parties at the Hayes home. You got the blink camera on over there, do you? Ooh.
John Keebler.
That got drilled in the ribs there.
Almost got hit in the cookies.
I don't think it was that low.
That one was behind him. 2-0 count now.
What does he have against cookies? There we go. Pat Jeter's rooting for Sam Slaughter.
There.
We narrowed it down. Data mining, Pat. We're just data mining.
Patricia Jeter.
She said Pat earlier.
I wasn't paying attention.
Don't be too poor.
2-1. Playing with fire right now. 3-1. It's time to go outside here.
Need a rollover ground ball so we can turn our own dude at double play.
Ball 4. That'll bring up Artem Logvinov. Look through our list of Russian-born players. Stop me if you've heard some of these guys. Rube Shower, Eddie Ainsmith, Ruben Ewing, Izzy Goldstein, Victor Cole.
Sorry.
Goldstein is the most recent player. He played for the Tigers in 32. That'd be 1932.
Did they just go, they visited Russia, or?
They were born there. They came to play some ball. 1-2 count now. Runners on first and second. That one's hit right back to Thompson. He goes to second. Perrell, quick throw to first. Not in time. But did get the man over at second. So runners on the corners now with 2 away.
Not the best feed from Jack to Levi.
Had an awkward grab on the ball.
Center fielder Stephen Bell.
It's also not easy to throw from the side of a mountain. You're on top of a mound, so that's a little different. Nice pickup by Levi Perrell at second and Henry Jackson at first.
That one's hit down the third base line, and they'll call foul on that one as Stephen Bell took a swing at it. One count. That's hit softly to third. Hard throw, not going to get there, and it's going to be passed. And 1 run comes across. Second following suit. And they're going to say the ball got out of play, I'm assuming. And so that will move him over back from third over to second for Artem. Or check that, Stephen Bell, that is. He'll actually, I guess he's running some gloves over. He will be at second base. The officials are going to talk here because 1 run did come behind that. By the time they had called that a dead ball, I'd assume that that second run scoring would not be, I believe that was Artem who would have scored on there. I think there's.
Well, if he was at first base when at the time of the pitch, which he was, then he needs to go to third base. And the run taken off the board.
1 run for
Official
sure.
score is a single and then an error on Trey Miller to get him to second base. Artem Logvanov should go to third base. But Reed Douglas,
happening here.
Reed Douglas does come in to score. Because it's the first throw from an infielder. Just be like if he picked that thing up and threw it in the stands.
So Stephen Bell is sitting on second. Artem is in the dugout, but actually I think he's hanging out just outside. And head coach, I'm assuming, for the Hoptown Hoppers is pleading his case.
E.J. Davari. Or Devarie. I think it's Davari, though. D-E-V-A-R-I-E. But regardless of how you score it, whether it's a single and an error, if it's just an error, not a single, he only gets to second base if you throw it into the stands. So that's exactly what happened, right? It wasn't a second throw from a fielder. So it's not going to be from the time of where the runner was when the ball went out of play. That's
Armstrong getting a, or Thompson that is, don't call me Armstrong, getting some warm-up reps wisely. So Artem should go back to third base, and one run comes across. 6-1 now your score, and runners on second and third. I'm assuming that ball went into the little gap that they formed with the dugouts when they made the change after the windstorms that came through Hendersonville, Tennessee, January, February, somewhere in that time. They've added a storage area, and in between the dugout and the storage area there is just an open space.
Where they put the screens, the first base screen, outfield screen during batting practice.
And that ball gets into that area every once in a while. Sam Perkins. He's in the batter's box now. And he has a 1-1 count. That one swung on towards short. Perrell with it. Quick throw to first, and he has it for the third out. So 2 men left aboard. 1 run does come across, 1 hit. And the Full Count Rhythm leads 6-1. Bottom of the 5th when we return here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Bottom of the 5th inning. Full Count lead at 6-1. Tim Reese, Zach Williams here with you. As we have a new pitcher coming in for the Hoptown Hoppers, and we're on the investigative look here to find out who the new pitcher is. We think we have an eye on number 15.
Has somebody told you that, Mark? You're seeing it?
Mark used the old long eyes.
Yeah, I got binoculars as well. Just call out a name. If it's wrong, they'll tell us.
He did just shake his head no. See, I don't know if that was maybe, I don't know if that's his wind-up or not, but find out. Connor Jackson supposedly is on the mound.
I'm waiting for him to turn around. These are the worst numbers to see on the back of these specialty jerseys.
Yeah, if you're not able to tell at home, they have camo jerseys on, and the inlay of the numbers are the American flag, but they're not bordered. That's the problem. They didn't put a bordering on those numbers, so it just blends into, even though it's American flag and you say, oh, it just looks bordered, it's really not. You need a bold border to go around the number so it outlines that number and you can actually see inside of it. Take a look at the Rhythms camo jerseys that they did recently for Military Appreciation Night. Still a little sore on that subject. Stepping in, Reese Holbrook, as he went to bunt, tried to pull it back and caught that one foul. Sam Slaughter, Levi Perrell to follow. Oh-2 count. Help me, Rhonda Hill checking in, says go Rhythm. That's a shot towards center. It is high, and it is caught by Bell. And now stepping in will be Sam Slaughter. with one away. Been on via a walk and has flown out to third in foul territory so far in this ball game. The DH, the 6-hole. Quiet here at the park. That one's hit well. The sound of Old Hickory lightens it up a little. And a one-out single there for Sam Slaughter. Finally gets a chance to hit one. Standing in now, Levi Perrell, who has been walked 2 times, one by 4 balls and one by getting hit in the shoulder. I wonder which one he prefers.
Ooh, pick me.
Jackson stands in or puts one in for strike 1. He stood, then he moved, and then a strike happened. That's a shot towards right field, and it will hold up just a little too long as Perkins able to grab that one for the second out. Now Jared White will step in. 8-hole hitter, playing right field tonight for the Rhythm. He's looking to get busy.
He's been under the weather the last couple days. Back in the lineup tonight.
That goes high.
Reed Douglas did not apparently know he had that ball in his glove. Either that or he was trying to deke Sammy Slaughter.
That one's a high fly ball out to right field. Perkins underneath it and has it for the third out. So 1 run, or no runs that is, 1 hit, no runs, 1 man left aboard as it is 6-1. Rhythm have the lead through 5 innings. Top of the 6th when we return here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the 6th inning. Rhythm leads 6-1 over the Hoptown Hoppers. 8:36 here local time in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Standing in, Luis Vergara, Dom Oliviero, and Tate Van Hooser to follow. One-0 count. Thompson still on the rubber as that one's hit towards Perrell. Caught on a one-hopper and a frozen rope over to first. And right back to him from Henry for the first out. Dom Oliverio stepping in. That's the second time Luis grounded out to short tonight. Dom has flown out and been hit by a pitch so far. And time has been called. And so a football warning has been called out as our home plate umpire, Darren Clark, not a fan of the oblong spheroid.
Apparently that's frowned upon in this establishment.
I can tell you, I see them throw that football out there.
Shankopotamus.
Every time. I've never heard anyone complain about that football being thrown out there.
They don't typically throw it.
Oh, they do every game.
In the bullpen during the game. They throw it before.
They throw it during the bullpen, too, for sure.
Can you see? You see there's a tree down there.
I see a football going back and forth. And also Aaron Hash is telling me. But I've seen it. They throw it.
They're not allowed. It's going to be a tough play right there by Trey Miller.
Just hold on to that one wisely. Speaking of not throwing the football, Tate Van Hooser steps in.
Stepping into the box, Tate Van Hooser.
So 2 infield singles is all the Hoppers have been able to manage so far. Now watch Van Hooser hit one out of the ballpark, right? He's got 2 on the year.
Strike 1. Swinging strike 2. I haven't had a doodad double play for the good guys yet. And we're not going to have one this half inning because that's a K. Carter Hood stepping in now. It's the second time Van Hooser has struck out. He's done once by looking and once by not. Carter Hood's also struck out on the night and has been thrown out from third. Oh, that is wildly outside for strike 1. Cothran had to stand up and move to his right to catch it. 0-2 count. I'm all about being a homer and benefiting the two-tone blue out there, but that was redonkulous. Oh, that one's going to be fouled off Cothran. Darren's going to give him a reprieve. Maybe said a joke in his ear just then. Going to brush off all the dirt off the mound. That's not there. Little black pellets, maybe.
Are you talking about the umpire knocking pellets off the mound or the home plate?
Home plate. Did I say mound?
We can check on the replay. If we
and that one right
there he is, the league leader in hit by pitch. Carter Hood gets plunked. Who's the Major League Baseball leader in hit by pitches?
Now batting for the Hoppers, catcher Reed Douglas.
I believe you're right. At one point in time, wasn't it Ron Hunt back when we were growing up? And then Don Baylor beat. Get that target off your back. That's a second plunking by Jack Thompson.
Reed Douglas stepping in, catcher. Same exact pitch, ball 1. NCAA, Aaron, NCAA. That one's very outside. His hand moved like it wanted to come out for a strike call there. That's in there. No refuting that one. 2-1. I wouldn't let him, Tim. Tim's deep in his studies over here.
Trying to figure
2-2.
Trying to figure out who's playing tonight. I'm telling you, I keep going to Game Changer, and
there was
it's like,
only
okay,
one
they're
game
not playing.
played.
They're not playing. Bowling Green Pistons are not apparently playing the Paducah Chiefs. Maybe that got rained out. So we may be the only game in town.
Gets him rung up backward K for the third out. So Reed Douglas, second time striking out while looking at it. And we will head to the bottom of the sixth. The Rhythm leads 6-1 here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Bottom of the sixth inning. Tim Reed, Zach Williams. Rhythm leads 6-1. As if you were scanning your dial and trying to find some other OVL games out there in the ether to stay up with, we're the only game in town tonight, it looks like. As it seems like everybody else is not playing.
On Game Changer, it's showing that the Bowling Green Pistons and the Paducah Chiefs is upcoming on Saturday, 6:30. But
that's already happened.
I'm guessing that
they're going to have to get
maybe
the time stone.
Rain got that.
Somebody's phone's going off down there. Brett Waringer stepping in. He's struck out and been walked so far, and this one scored once. Scott Slaughter says, how can I get a black full count, full crown hat with a Carolina blue bill in a 7 1/4? Does such a hat exist? I believe it does not.
I haven't seen a black full count hat.
Yeah, they don't have that one out, so.
So Craig Biggio is the new hit by pitch leader.
How many times did he get hit? 285 times. Getting hit by major league pitching.
Well, Scott, you probably could send a post to Stitches by Cindy and take her the hat.
Full count, Tim.
Brought to you by Stitches by Cindy, who makes black hats with blue
bills,
beaks. Take her a 7 1/4. Buy what you want, and she'll put the embroider on there.
5 for 5, Tim.
And Brett Waringer is leading the entire Ohio Valley League in full count foul balls. Not first pitch foul balls.
I don't know if we can verify
that. He hit about 5 the last time, so I'm just
going off this one instance of this one game that you've seen.
That's exactly right.
That one's hit right up the middle. It will be gloved, thrown on to first, and grabbed on the hop. They'll get it for the first out. Keebler able to make the throw.
Nice play by Tate Van Hooser down there, first base.
We will now head to the top of the order. Drew Robertson stepping back in. He's been having a nice night so far, 2 for 2, and scored twice.
With his 2 hits in the ball game, he now has 46 for the season and 13 multiple hit games.
Ball 1 to start. When's our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate getting up here? Goes outside.
They're efforting, I'm sure. They're efforting.
Can already taste that cookie.
See, there you go, eating your dessert first.
Mm-hmm. That one rides in. 3-0 count. Quiet night here in Hendersonville, Tennessee. Drakes Creek Park. Which I imagine we're probably the only people in the park right now for official park duties. That's ball 4. Robertson has a pattern going there, Tim.
Single walk, single walk.
That will bring up Trey Miller. He has a single so far and been walked and hit by a pitch. Scored 2 times, though.
2 times.
I realized I never answered I never told you the answer to that earlier, Aaron Ash, of the 9 times. Ferris Bueller's Day Off. Never seen it. Wow. Double feature, Ferris Bueller and It's a Wonderful Life. Triple feature. Hope you boys have carved out 8 hours. Two-0 count. That one misses outside. 3-0. I think we're on 7 straight balls now. Ball 7. Ball 7.
This would be ball 8. That's what they'd be saying.
Is that what they'd be saying?
Yeah.
I know I was behind. Ball 9. Ball 9. So, first 2 batters have been getting on today.
We might have a new pitcher coming out as pitching coach Mike Albin is out of the dugout.
And their bullpen doesn't have a football being thrown around down there, so.
I think they're shooting hoops. It's Hoptown, Hoppers.
Hoptown. You've been sitting on that one for a while.
I just made it up.
Oh, okay.
It just came to mind. You going to take a break, or are we going to stay?
I think we're going to stay because it doesn't look like a pitcher's coming in.
Okay.
He's sitting up there, and they're just kind of discussing. So we could just hang out, us, Tim.
We could just talk.
You're not afraid to talk.
We could just talk some ball. Jackson Cawthorn 0 for 2 with a sacrifice fly in the 4th. Looking to extend his hitting streak. Got 5 game, which is his longest of the year. Hitting .338. The second-year rhythm player. Brady Chappell got into yesterday's game. He's back for the second year. It's his first appearance. It's good to see Brady. Oh, Jackson, let's go yard here.
Ball 10. Ball 10.
Back here tomorrow night against the Paducah Chiefs.
That one fouled off. So finally gets that strike across. 1-1. Runners on first and second, 1 away.
So
pickoff move over to second on time.
Inadvertent listening in of a conversation just below the press box.
A young kid saying, at my age, he's seen a life.
Folks, when you come to Drake's Creek, don't have an intimate conversation right in front of the press box, okay? Note to self.
Still going. 2-1. Can somebody tell the riffraff to move? Where's Pomeroy? I know he's here. I heard his voice earlier. 2-1 count. That's hit on towards short. Diving grab. Not going to be able to make a play, though, as he was out of position trying to cover the bag. That would have been a routine ground ball over to Keebler, but that ends up being a single for Jackson Cothran.
Extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Henry Jackson standing in, bases loaded, and 1 away. Oh, yep, there's Pomeroy. Somebody text him. So Zach said the riffraff needs to move under the mic. Jackson looks at ball 1, 1-0 count.
Hoppers have a road broadcast. Young Ethan Alexander running a couple cameras down there and broadcasting for the Hoppers.
Hit over towards third. That's going to get under the glove of Hood, who has had a rough night in the field, and a run will score. No hit for Henry Jackson.
No RBI either, Ken.
Looks like we'll have a new pitcher. So we will take a break as well. 7-1, your new score. Back after this here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Don't strike out at your next party. Order the food that will get your crowd cheering. Chick-fil-A of Rivergate. We have many catering options available, from our Chick-fil-A nugget trays to our original Chick-fil-A sandwiches to our chocolate chunk cookies and fudge brownies. We have something for everyone. Order online at chickfil-a.com or call the store at 615-851-4007.
Since 1980, Hemp Hill Brothers Coach Company has been rolling strong in the coach rental industry right here in our own backyard of Tennessee. At Hemp Hill Brothers, we bring a personal and customized approach to every project we work on. This is why our clients love riding with us and why they trust us to get them to wherever they need to be. Plus, at Hemp Hill Brothers, all coach rentals include a driver for your trip. Hemp Hill Brothers are proud to provide transportation for the Full Count Rhythm all season long. And listen for the Hemp Hill Brothers call to the bullpen this season. If you're interested in more info, find us on the web at hemphillbrothers.com or give us a call at 615-876-9000. That number again is 615-876-9000.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Rhythm lead at 7-1. They have pushed out Connor Jackson for the night. And now they will have a new pitcher coming in for Hoptown with 1 away and bases loaded. Tim, who do we have here? As I know you're still looking. I just realized that.
I have no idea. Jacob Dilday wears number 8. Do you think that that's a number 8 on the back of that jersey?
From here, I can't tell you.
Yeah.
I don't have binos.
You could have the best binos in the world, and you're still not going to see.
Getting a view right now.
Yeah. Nice.
I think that does look like a singular number.
I have no idea. I got no idea.
Aaron Hash seems to know. Now he says, I think. He said it for sure earlier. Now it's I think it is.
All right, if somebody recognizes that guy out there, tell me who it is.
Somebody come tell these kids to move underneath us. Zach might have to go take a little trip. Yeah. 0-1 count. Reese Holbrook. That's a shot to first, and it'll get over into right field. 1 run will score, and that is all, as it'll be held up at third. As Jackson Cothran had to give the, or check that, Henry Jackson had to give the drop down and hit the dirt. Reese Holbrook now on first.
That's who had to move out of the way, right, of the throw in. Is that what you're talking about? Or
I thought it was Henry. Was Henry Jackson not on first?
He's at
That was Holbrook that was pitching. Am I behind?
He's at second base. Sam
Jackson
Slaughter's
was on first.
at the plate.
Yes. Jackson was on first as that was hit. This one's hit over towards third and throw at the plate for out number 2.
And I'm apparently not understanding what you were commenting about. I thought you were saying
when Holbrook hit
somebody
that one,
had to get out of the way of it.
Yeah,
was
it was Henry Jackson.
Okay.
He was off the lead, and
I thought you were
it was
talking
coming right at him.
I thought you were talking about the throw back in.
Oh, no, the hit.
But okay, he's missed the batter. So fielder's choice there.
Levi Perrell standing in. Strike in there for Perrell. 2 away here. Rhythm lead 8-1.
Need 3 more runs here if you want to think about a mercy rule.
Be nice to get 4 right here. Levi can have a poke.
Has Levi Perrell ever hit a home run?
1.
For the full count Rhythm.
I believe that's what you told me. I think we went through this before. Levi finds himself in this predicament a lot.
There was only a way I knew.
Look back at every stat. Go back individually each game.
Don't have to. I already have that. He has 1 home run last year.
Mm-hmm. And
fouled it. No, they did not foul it off. He swung and missed, and the catcher dropped it and then stepped on home plate for the force out.
So that'll be 3 outs. 3 men are left aboard, but 2 runs come across for the Rhythm. They lead it 8-1. We'll take a break. Back after this here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Score home run deals from your hometown dealer. Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We've got Nashville's best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs. Plus, every new vehicle comes with Rhythm's exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles at no additional charge. We've got great deals on deck, so step up to the plate. Find your new Chrysler Dodge Jeep or Ram at rhythmcdjr.com. Feel the rhythm, love the ride.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome back to Drakes Creek Park. We move to the top of the 7th inning. Zach Williams had a mission. Is that a mission from God?
It's accomplished. Who's playing today? John Keebler stepping in.
Jack Thompson out for his 3rd inning of work. Aaron Hash, are we down in the bullpen a little bit tonight? Trying to save some arms?
Fouled off, 0-2 count. That's fouled off. Not caught by Cothran, though. Cotran. That one's hit over to first, and Henry Jackson will catch it on the hop and take another little victory jump. One away.
Soft line drive there.
Second baseman, Artem Logvanov.
Artem Logvanov stepping in now, 1 away. The 9-hole hitter from Russia. A 1 count here for Thompson.
Full count, trying to go to 14-6 overall for all time against the Hoptown Hoppers and get their 9th victory in a row to tie their longest winning streak of the year and of their history.
Trying to win 9 times in a row.
9 times.
He's just leading you down the primrose path. Strike in there. That's what you get for walking. You thought that was outside? So did we. Full count, Tim.
Brought to you by Stitches by Cindy. She does hats. She does shirts. She does towels.
That one caught the foot. That hit right on the cleat.
The assassin strikes again, Jack Thompson.
Oh.
3rd hit by pitch of the ball game.
That hit right on that cleat. That is not fun. I don't think he'll be stealing.
Jack hit 13 batters this past spring at VMI.
He has that delivery from coming from that. Let's say it's sidearm, but it's definitely a drop in the pocket.
Well, it's a sidearm delivery, all right. He slings that ball.
Yeah, it has a lot of movement right to left. Sometimes that not so left. 1 away, runner on first. And we have a trip to the mound. That looks like Tyler Sills. And you know what he's doing? He's sporting the Harrison Travis hands on the hips.
He must have been watching way back. Brought to you by our host family, Todd and Melinda Neal. Got a half-page ad in the program here. They got a picture. I haven't noticed this before. They got a picture of Jackson Benjamin and Carson Howard on their half page, as they have been hosting them the last 2 years. Jackson the last 3 years.
A little pony there with Jackson, too. I wonder what that pony's name is.
Yeah, Robin and Walter Benjamin. I wonder if
Blue
they're
Stick.
listening. What's the name of that white horse that's in that picture?
Back to the top of the order, Stephen Bell stepping in now. Artem did try to steal, and that one's going to get thrown out into center. Artem takes second.
He was just being sneaky there. He wasn't really hurt, was he?
Played a little possum. 1-1 count.
Out there bopping around like he's a boxer at second base.
The Crickets are in full force tonight. Two one.
Bell from Ravenwood High School.
That was hit hard towards third. Great grab and throw on to first, and the tag from Henry Jackson had to come off the bag and got him in the foot. What a play there from third to first on both sides of that ball. Artem will move up to third, but 2 away. Great play there by the corners.
Right fielder, Sam Perkins.
Sam Perkins stepping in now. Strike in there. Looking at strike two, 0-2 count now. Thompson trying to get out of here unscathed. The man on third.
Perkins from Hanover College, Louisville, Kentucky.
Home to the Louisville Jockeys by way of Lexington.
Georgetown College. Came in hitting .295.
Just misses outside, 1-2.
So for 3 tonight, but he's tied for 9th in the league with 18 walks. Leads the Hoppers in that category.
Gets the strikeout. Third out. One man is left aboard. No runs come across. And we are stretching here in Drakes Creek Park. We're going to do it a little different by taking a break. Back after this here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
And welcome back here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Middle of the 7th, sometimes known as the 7th inning stretch. Tim Reese, Zach Williams here with you. As Dill Day, we believe, is still on the rubber for the Hoptown Hoppers. Brooke Carmen walking up. I'm waving at her. She didn't see it. It's dark. Jared White stepping in to start the bottom of the 7th.
Jay White needs a hit.
He smacks one to second, backhanded and thrown on to first for the first out.
Not going to get it in that at-bat.
Brett Waringer stepping in now. He could also use a hit. Has scored so far in this one by way of a walk.
8 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors for Full Count. 1 run, 2 hits, 2 errors for the Hoppers.
That one's hit well, and it will get through. Grabbed by short, but throw on to first, well behind. But base hit there for Brett Waringer. Now we'll head to the top of the order. who should, in Drew Robertson, be getting a single here to continue with his pattern for the night.
He might go deep. I'm feeling a big fly here tonight.
I wouldn't mind it. 8-1 right now, the Rhythm lead. And that one's low. 3 runs can win it for the Rhythm here tonight in this inning, as we are in the bottom of the 7th. So they have a chance to walk it off.
Drew also had a home run a year ago for the Rhythm. Did not get one in 2021. Actually, I don't think he had very many at-bats even. 2021. He was a left-handed pitcher back 2 years ago.
That one's hit towards short. Could be at risk of doubling this up. On to first, not in time. But lead runner is taken down. 2 away here. Robertson will be on first. And brings up Trey Miller.
Third baseman, Trey Miller.
Drew trying to go the opposite way right there. The boss is checking up on you, Zach.
Maggie?
Is she eating ice cream and pickles at the house?
She hasn't had any of the pregnancy cravings. She might be eating some Thai food right now. Some vegetable pho. I have cravings every day.
Chocolate covered pretzels.
Oof. I like me some flips.
I'm ignorant and apathetic about them. I don't know and I don't care. What are flips?
It's chocolate covered pretzels.
Oh.
It's a brand.
Okay.
That's a shot towards short, and Rhythm making good contact with the ball in the bottom of the 7th, just all at short, where Keebler's been able to play it all, and that is the 3rd out, 1 man left aboard. We will take a break, 8-1, top of the 8th when we return here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Best selection of cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus all new vehicles come with a Rhythm exclusive lifetime warranty. Unlimited time, unlimited miles, no additional charge. That's a home run. Find your new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram in Madison, just 10 minutes north of Nashville.
If you've got a dream, then we've got you covered. Rhythm, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram is like no other.
Think about something for a moment. Every single business, from the smallest neighborhood bakery to the biggest multinational corporation, is someone's dream come true. The byproduct of planning and determination and hard work. If you own a business, you already know that. So you'll also understand that fire and security protection isn't just about protecting property. It's about safeguarding dreams. At Corson, that's what we've specialized in since 1946. Corson Fire and Security. Corson.com.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the 8th inning. Full Count Rhythm leads 8-1. We got a Hemp Hill Brothers call to the bullpen, Tim Reese.
6'1", 205-pound left-hander Juan Anderson in the transfer portal from Georgia Southwestern. And he is from the hometown Miami Gardens, Florida, son of Juan and Annabelle Anderson. Staying in the host home of Eric and Gay Sutley. I saw Eric up at the Fulton ball game yesterday as one of his...
Came in right at the end of the game.
Well, yeah, I was going to say, I didn't even know he was there, and all of a sudden he throws a piece of paper at me.
That's what happened.
I'm concluding, yeah. I look over and I went, he didn't come up in between innings at any point in time, but Jordan, Walden, and Juan stay over there with Eric and Gay Sutley. It's the at least the second year that they've had. I think this is 3 years. They had a couple Kennesaw State Owls last year. And Juan Anderson over there this year. He is the third pitcher on for Full Count. Juan is on for his 6th appearance of the year. 4 2/3. Couple hits.
Luis Vergara stepping in. He has struck out and grounded out to Levi Perel 2 different times. That one goes high. He blows back Jackson Cothran. 1-0 count. As our Chick-fil-A of Rivergate has shown up here in the press box, magically.
Was that Ann Claire Jaggers? And I saw little Brody Smithson.
The youngest Smithson.
He's the golfer.
I caught him and the father figure out there at the driving range during a training session.
At what course would that be? Where you was?
Bluegrass.
Okay.
That's where it was.
Jonathan B. Smithson.
I noticed him because of his Full Count white hat that he had on that you can find on fullcountministries.com and fullcountrhythm.com. Check out the merch area on the online store. Ball 4 as the first batter gets aboard.
Designated hitter Dom Oliverio.
Dom Oliverio stepping in now.
That has been Juan's biggest issue this year is the base on balls. That's now 12 at 4 2/3 innings.
That goes low. 1-0 count.
Jack Thompson goes 3 innings, gives up 2 hits, 1 run. It was earned. Walked 1, struck out 3, and hit 3.
That pitch has been called strike multiple times tonight, and that one would be ball 2. Some more outside have been called strike than that. That one bounces in the turf. 3-0 as Anderson having a little trouble here getting it in the zone. AutoZone.
Not a sponsor. Not a sponsor.
They could be if they want. Reach out to Tim Reese. He'll put your name in the big lights. As that strike gets crossed, 3-1 now.
Do that again 2 more times.
2 times.
Once if he hits the ball. Or that again.
That one's outside. Ball 4. Runners on first and second now. Tate Van Hooser stepping in. He has struck out twice tonight. Got on by way of an error.
Something went flying right in front of the camera.
I think that was a bat. I think
it wasn't an old hickory.
Oh. Cothran wants a moment with his pitcher.
So does the pitching coach.
Belly itcher. Oh, I didn't see that guy coming up. He was blocked from my view.
We have another half-page ad in the program by a proud Rhythm host family, Mike and Kim Hayes. Look at that good-looking picture right there.
There's a party going on over at their
Jack
house later
Thompson.
tonight, I heard.
Yeah. They're having movie night.
Triple feature.
Hey, will the girls be there? If Mark McDaniel's there, The girls will be there.
Women.
Hosting Jack Thompson over there. You got a picture in there of Carlos Lara.
Oh, how do we say that name? There it is. Not Mike, but I think people get it.
So, go ahead. Just take the rest of my spot away.
Go ahead and talk about what else you got there.
No, they can't.
It's
the
over.
Hayes paid their money, and now you just ruined it. They're in Hawaii. They don't care. They're not listening.
Ball 4 again. So 3 straight walks. Not good. We'll bring up Carter Hood.
Now batting Carter Hood.
Is there an echo in here?
We could turn a quadruple play here. Home to third, to second, to first. Never seen it.
I think I did it on Backyard Baseball one time.
Grant Edwards shouting encouragement. One left-handed pitcher to another, former Beach Buccaneer a few years ago. You're going to go out on a limb here and say if one loses Carter Hood, this would be his last batter.
It's definitely hitting areas that have been called strikes in the past of this game, but not being called now. 3-0 count.
When you're not getting the ball closer to the plate, you're not going to get those calls, though.
That one's in there.
Guess what? He's just throwing fastball here.
That one's fouled off. It's full count, Tim.
Here we go. It's brought to you by Stitches by Cindy and Mike and Kim Hayes, host family.
David King checking in from Atlanta, Georgia. Says hi. And gets the punch out.
There you go, Juan.
So Carter Hood.
That strikeout gives him another batter.
That pitch 3 pitches ago was a ball, but it's a strikeout this time, and we love to see it. Reed Douglas stepping in now. And something's going on here.
You want to ask him that he apparently has a bracelet or something. And
Probably should have done that before, though. Didn't know if they were doing a foreign substance check.
Well, he just gifted it to Matt Overton, third base umpire.
No, I'll get it back. I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Maybe it's a full count rhythm bracelet. Full Count Ministries bracelet. Uh-oh, Robin's got some information that we need to have. Name of the pony. Our church used to bring ponies in for the preschoolers, and every year Jackson had his picture taken with them. Well, isn't that sweet?
Not an answer, but it was sweet.
Well, she doesn't. What she's saying is she doesn't know the name of that animal, right?
Make a few calls. That's all I'm asking, Robin.
back in preschool, 18 years ago.
I'm going to go with Blue Stick. 2-1 count.
David King's asking us if we know what the Atlanta Braves did today.
They probably played some baseball.
I follow the Reds.
Mark, did the Braves win today? Ken? Ken doesn't want to know yet.
Ken's going to go home and watch it between 2 and 4. They have that replay on.
And ball 4.
Oh, whoops. Okay, now it's ball 4.
Officially.
Yeah. I had 2-2 count.
Shortstop John Keebler.
Guess we'd have to go back and watch the replay to see for sure.
I only had contextual clues.
Nobody else is arguing.
To not ruin it for Ken, I won't say what the Braves did today.
But you know.
But it's very good. That one gets across there for Keebler as he's in an 0-2 count now.
4 walks in the inning have produced the 1 run.
8-2 now. It's a little outside. Definitely where his miss has been so far this inning. That one's hit over towards short. Perrell grabs it and has it over to first for the second out. Not sure if
a lot going on there,
right? Not sure if Miller missed it or let it go, but Perrell made the play. Miller tracked it far way into short. And I think he'd probably even admit himself, I'd rather have Perrell throwing that one. Seems to live for those moments. But a run does come across, 8-3.
2 runs, no hits in the inning.
Artem Logvanov stepping in. There's a fire somewhere. Something's burning.
Hunka.
3-0 now.
I see legs down in the Rhythm bullpen.
Do you see footballs?
Nope, that's been banned.
Tonight only. Aaron Hash is going to bring that thing back out next game. He's down there. Ball 4. Had a place to put him, though. And Abney will come out, and so will Juan. We will take a break for a new pitcher when we come back here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
United Machine and Tool has been manufacturing the highest quality projects for a wide variety of industries for over 35 years. We deliver high quality CNC machine components and fabrication projects from prototype to production. United Machine and Tool is committed to quality and excellence in the manufacturing industry. We're located in Goodlettsville, Tennessee. Check us out on the web at umttn.com for any manufacturing need. That's United Machine and Tool, a proud sponsor of the Full Count Rhythm.
Hey, I've been thinking, bank fees can seem pretty cruel. Well, they did until I went to Volunteer State Bank. I found a bank with a local personalized service and free checking. Yeah, may I present to you Kasasa. Now, it's kind of like my checking account is paying me instead of the other way around. Visit one of our 11 locations or anywhere you have a phone. Real people, real solutions, right here. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
New pitcher. Rhythm lead 8-3. Hemphill Brothers call to the bullpen. Tim, who do we got?
6'2", 205-pound Marshall Raper from Catawba. He's in the transfer portal looking for a new home. Son of Norris and Sandy Raper is from Kannapolis, North Carolina. Staying with Levi Perrell at Andrew and Autumn Robertson's house this summer. He came on after Griffin Shelton, another Catawba right-hander, came up gimpy on his shoulder. Marshall Raper is on in relief of Juan Anderson. Goes 2/3 of an inning. Walks 5 batters. So far giving up 2 runs. And the 3 runners that are on base right now are his responsibility. Marshall Raper is on for his 6th appearance of the year. 6 innings, 3 hits, 3 runs. They were earned, 3 walks, 10 strikeouts. Opponents hitting 143. He'll be asked to get 1 out. The top of the order, Stephen Bell.
Uno. Nothing to add to that.
You want to sing?
I have been.
You want to sing this song?
Love me some Leona Lewis. Mark plays the deep cuts of my childhood. 12-year-old, 13-year-old Zach got broken up with. Bleeding Love came on. That one gets through the bottom, and it'll be a run coming through.
Looked like a pass ball to me. I don't know. Look, maybe a cross up or something, but
8-4. 3 runs have been plated, and a hit hasn't come through.
we did rule a pass ball.
Two-0 count. Marshall Raper now trying to find the strike zone himself. That was hit hard down the first base line, but will be foul. Two-1 for Stephen Bell. Good looking pitch in there for strike 2. 2-2 count. Trying to get the punch out and get out of this inning. Speaking of bleeding love, bleeding runs in here. Full count, Tim.
Brought to you all night by Stitches by Cindy. 4 runs, 2 hits.
That one's hit well. Over to first, flip it over, and has it for the 3rd out. So 2 men are left aboard, but 3 runs come across, 8-4. Rhythm lead it. Bottom of the 8th when we return here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
If you didn't know, the Full Count Rhythm is part of the organization called Full Count Ministries. Full Count's mission is to give every baseball player the opportunity to hear the gospel, respond to the gospel, and grow in the relationship with Jesus. With Full Count, you could lead by discipling the next generation by using our resources, or you could go on international mission trips. For more of what we do, check out our website at fullcountministries.com or our pages on Instagram and Facebook.
This is home. So is this. And this. But home isn't just the stunning views or the rugged beauty. It's what you make of it. It's a place for joy and peace. A safe haven where memories are made. It's all of these things. Home is a feeling, and it's created by the people around you. This region is home, and we're so proud to be a part of it.
Welcome back here on the Full Count Broadcast Network. Tim Reese, Zach Williams. Bottom of the 8th inning. Rhythm lead 8-4. They have the Old Hickory Lumber in their hands now. Leading off for the Rhythm will be Jackson Cothran. Henry Jackson, Reese Holbrook to follow suit. Still on the mound. I didn't write his name down, I guess. It's not Connor Jackson anymore.
Jacob Dilday.
Jacob Dilday. I don't know how I didn't write that down. I don't know if we felt confident about it. So
I never had. I still don't. Just doesn't look like an 8 on the back of his jersey.
First pitch in, strike 1.
Jacob Dilday from Rend Lake College. Up in Illinois, I think.
Near Rend Lake.
Yes, it is. Head coach Chris Modelmog, former assistant coach at Belmont University with Dave Jarvis.
It's quite the last name.
It is. Coach Mogg.
Is that Russian?
Don't think so. Had been in Mogmanov.
2-1.
But it was Modomog. Thought that was a strike, did you?
100%. Thought it should have been a home run.
It was high.
3-1.
Gothard extended his hitting streak. His last at-bat, an infield single. Now it's 6 games.
And ball 4. Cawthorn will take the free bag. We're happy to give it to him. Henry Jackson standing in. Did we ever shout out Mildred? I don't remember.
We didn't. That's the one that I saw I couldn't get back to. Mildred Sow, Freddie and Mildred Sow watching from Hopkinsville, Kentucky, rooting for the Hoppers. Reminds me of the man Philip Keel, who I would run into when I was at the Hoppers game. He passed away in January.
Got the pleasure to meet him one time on one of the trips up there. I believe the playoffs last year.
What a very, very kind man. Met him the very first game that the Rhythm ever played, which was up at Hoptown. Prayed for his wife at the time, who was ill and actually was in the nursing home, or they were putting her in a nursing home. She ended up dying at the beginning of 2022, and then he passed away at the beginning of 2023. So I believe the Keel family, the daughter, is involved with the Clarksville Whirlybirds.
2-1 count.
Very nice people up there in Hoptown. Play their games at one year at Christian County High School, and the next year they play at a Hopkinsville High School. They just swap back and forth.
It's a real rivalry up there, too, for the high schools.
Just like it is down here. Beach, Hendersonville, Gallatin, Station Camp.
Gallatin Station Camp's weaned in the last few years. Liberty Creek's going to have to figure out their place. That one is foul. Beach Hendersonville, it's always a big one. Beach has been much more dominant in the past years. Football-wise, at least. They'll be starting back up soon. That one's hit well right field. Perkins getting underneath it and has it for the first out. So Jackson is retired. Reese Holbrook stepping in.
So you will not be broadcasting high school football for the first time this fall in several years. And
first time since 2013. So 10 years.
Because your wife is set to deliver Timothy Mark Zach Williams. You're going to call him Ken.
Yep. Thought we mixed in Chris Freeman's name too, but I guess he's not here, so.
No, he's not. No reason. Was it another name? I thought there was another name we were thinking about.
There's Chris.
Homer.
Homer, yeah.
It was Homer.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. An unfortunate name for a pitcher. Homer Bailey. Former right-hander for the Cincinnati Reds from down in Texas somewhere. That's where he was from.
1-1 count.
If you're a family member of Homer Bailey, let us know.
Want an autograph.
He's not in the game anymore, I don't believe.
Hopefully still has hands.
You'd want an autograph from him?
Yeah, sure.
Really? Are you an autograph seeker?
That's hit well. Left field. Getting back is Vergara, and he will catch it right at the warning track. Tried to go oppo on that one. Was Reese Holbrook not able to for the second out. Sam Slaughter stepping in now. Mark McDaniel bringing the theater.
It's a professional.
That's what the P stands for in PA.
Sam 1 for 3 tonight. Single and a walk. Ripped one by, who was it? Henry Jackson at first base? Was that him?
Yes. No.
It wasn't.
It
that
was
one?
Reese Holbrook who hit that.
Oh, that's right. Sam did smoke one in the right field, though, didn't he?
Yes.
Smoking Sammy Slaughter.
He has a barbecue business name already lined up. Just needs to get into it. I'll give him some seed money. Just give me a couple points off the top.
Here's $2.
10 points.
Are you playing basketball?
1-2 count. No, we better not be out there. I'll get that banned too. It's going to be gloved by Dill Day, and he will flip it over to first for the third out. So 8 innings of play through. The Rhythm have the 8-4 lead. They'll be looking to close the door and end this one here in the top of the ninth. We return on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free. Because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. You can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Top of the ninth inning. Full Count Rhythm just need 3 outs and no runs, or at least less than 3 runs, or less than 4, that is, to call this one a ball game and head on to tomorrow to the Paducah Chiefs. But they will try to get that here, as coming up for the Hoptown Hoppers, Sam Perkins, Luis Vergara, and Dom Oliverio.
Full Count in first place in the South Division, trying to move to 27-9 and move over a 750 winning percentage. Paducah Chiefs come in at 20-13 in second place. Fulton Railroaders 18-17 in third. Whirly Birds of Clarksville 14-17 currently have fourth place. These Hoptown Hoppers are 14-18. Maybe going to 14-19 momentarily, and Bowling Green in last place. Pistons don't call me hot rods, or down in the cellar.
0-2. 26-9. They have an opportunity to, if they win out, which would be their longest winning streak, to remain single digit in the loss category. And there's the punch out for Raper. So 2 outs remain now. Luis Vergara stepping in. But
Henderson Flash, who was last year's #1 team at the conclusion of the regular season, stands at 22-12, first place in the North, followed by DuBois County, 2 games behind. Louisville Jockeys in 3rd place, 4 games behind. Muhlenberg County is in 4th place with the Madisonville Miners just a couple games back in the loss column. So there's a fight for 4th. Only the top 4 teams in each division move on to the playoffs, which is different than the first 2 years that the Rhythm have been in the Ohio Valley League. The playoffs start next Friday, so 6 days from today.
there's a hard hit ball that will be foul. AAA Autoglass foul ball, still an 0-2 count. So a win tonight, win tomorrow locks up the first place for the OVL for the full count Rhythm. Depending on what's happening with Henderson Flash, who I don't know, are they canceled? Did we figure that out, if they're playing or not?
Nobody else. Henderson's not playing tonight. Those games are canceled.
Gets the backwards K. 1 out remains. Dom Oliverio
Designated hitter, Dom
standing in as the last chance.
The DuBois County Henderson Flash game was postponed until Monday, the 17th. Not sure what happened with the Bowling Green and Paducah game, although Bowling Green has been limping toward the end of the season here with having not enough players.
So if Flash lose that game, that would, in a win tonight, would effectively lock it up as well.
You talking about locking up the South Division, or are you talking about locking
First
up
place.
overall
Yeah.
overall #1?
Overall #1. I believe the Rhythm already locked up first in the South.
Yeah, actually, I don't think they have.
If they win this one, they will.
If he had read his email, Ken, right?
TLDR, boys.
Ken,
Too long, didn't read.
Ken sent a very...
It was a book.
a very detailed email. Can Henry get over there and make that?
Oh, he might have hit the net over there in that little middle area
He's
we
digging
talked
around.
about.
Yeah, he's digging around in there now.
1-2 count. Scores table is very, very by the book, by the letter, and detail oriented. Very appreciative of them. I've worked some games through them before.
He's trying to set his schedule. You know, he's looking at all scenarios.
And I didn't realize how many inside jokes we have, because there was a lot of that spelled out in there too. That one hit over to Brett Waringer, and he has the line drive for the 3rd out. The Rhythm will win this one and lock up the South as the South champions for the 3rd year in a row. And every year they've been the South champions and taken it away from this exact team who was the consecutive South champion for numerous years in the Hoptown Hoppers. But now the full count Rhythm have taken that mantle widely and moved now to 27-9 on the season. Hoptown moving to 14-19. Rhythm get the win 8-4 tonight. We will wrap things up when we return here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Whatever your destination in life, you can get there easier with a checking account from F&M Bank. At F&M, our checking accounts give you the tools you need to manage your money well, like our smart free checking account that's actually free, because sometimes the basics are more than enough, making lives better by making banking easier. Come see us at one of our branches or online at myfmbank.com. F&M Bank, banking made easy on purpose. Member FDIC.
Slim Chickens makes it easy to feed your hungry crowd. Fresh hand-breaded tenders, perfectly fried wings, and all the southern sides made fresh for you. It's easy. Just order on the Slim's app or website and leave everything to us. you can get it delivered right to your door. Any party, any size. Slim's has your crowd covered. Download the Slim Chickens app to order and earn rewards.
Let's get back to Full Count Rhythm Baseball action on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
Eight to 4, your final score. Full Count Rhythm get the win, move to 9 straight wins, and 27-9 in the regular season record. Hoptown will fall 14-19 and start a possible losing streak after winning their last one, losing this one now. Good ball game from the boys in blue, Tim. Outside of that 7th inning, or 8th inning that is, where just the pitching couldn't help out some of the bats that have been going on, this was a really clean game on both sides of the ball for the Rhythm.
8 runs, 8 hits, 2 errors. Not so good defensively for Full Count. And 4 runs, 2 hits, 2 errors. Pitching, at least through Elliott Bray and Jack Thompson. Marshall Raper came in, and I don't think he gets a save, does he, Ken? He came in, okay. But he came in the 8th inning, though, right? Okay, I thought it was I thought there was a third exception there. If somebody was in the on-deck circle and you had another in, but I'm not going to question you on that. But there are 3 ways, I know. But I did want to ask you that before we got on the air here. But Elliott Bray moves to 2-0 on the season. He goes 4 innings, no hits, no runs, no walks, 6 strikeouts, and he had a innings limitation that he was bumping up against. But he will be our Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram player of the game. Elliott Bray from Auburn University, hometown of Hartselle, Alabama. As Ken is double checking on whether or not Marshall Raper might get a save. Okay, so Marshall Raper will get a save here. Let's check to see if he's had one prior to that. He had not, so he'll get his first save. He came on and retired 4 straight batters. So he came on in relief of Juan Anderson, going an inning and a third. So the Rhythm get their 9th straight win, which ties their all-time record in consecutive wins. And it was done earlier this year, games 5 through 14, I guess, after going 1-3 in their first 4 games. Rattled off 9 straight and have now gone 9 straight. They did this last year as they won the championship. That was the 8th straight win. They started the season out with an 8-game winning streak, lost game 1 to the Clarksville Whirly Birds. But here, 2 9-game winning streaks in the same year, and that is now, make sure I've got that, 98 wins in the Rhythm history. So 2 more to make an even 100.
And I don't want to see them lose a game, but I'd like it if they went 1
Oh, you want them to win it here?
I'd like to win it at home.
Well, come on to Paducah on Tuesdays. All right, where are we after? So we're hosting Paducah tomorrow, day off Monday, at Paducah, then at Clarksville, Rossview High School.
Which is the first time?
Yes, we played Clarksville 4 times, and none of them have been in Clarksville. And are scheduled to play the Bowling Green Pistons the last game of the year on that Thursday. But
you said that interestingly.
If I was a betting man, and I'm not, I'd bet you a lunch at McDonald's that won't occur. Yeah, or I don't know. I don't want to lose a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I'll tell you that. Not one of those from Todd and Linda Hundley's place over there at Rivergate. So Elliott Bray, our Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We do want to thank Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. They've been our title sponsor all 3 years and been an absolutely godsend. I mean, literally a godsend to this ministry. But also we have the Full Count Ministries verse of the game, as I've lost it on my phone. It timed out. Now I got it back. But just a reminder, please pray for the team, the mission team that is traveling back home from Nicaragua tomorrow morning, but also the team that is leaving Hendersonville tomorrow morning. I believe Riley Gore's on that, and I think he's going down for 2 weeks. Larry and Mary Gore's oldest son. I'm not sure who else is going on that trip. There'll be no more rhythm players that'll be going on mission, as there are 2 more weeks down in Nicaragua. But please include them in your prayers, as a lot is happening in Full Count Ministry, not only the rhythm, but also mission trips that are a huge, huge part of Full Count Ministries. And if you're not familiar with the ministry, go to fullcountministries.com and you can check out anything and everything you'd ever want to know about the ministry. Jacob Oldham, the executive director, Josh Carmen, the director of baseball, and Reed Glover, the director of resources, director of discipleship. Those are the 3 full-time employees here in Hendersonville. And then there are full-time missionaries down in Nicaragua, Alex Montiel, Heidel Rubio, David Zeladon, Mario in Honduras, Wilmer Lopez, maybe the funniest man down there that you can't understand, because last time I was down there, Wilmer didn't speak much English, if any. But surely those other 3 guys have taught him some English. But
Phrases.
anyway, go ahead.
Some phrases? No.
Let's get to the Full Count Ministry verse of the game. It's found in 2 Timothy, not in 2 Zechariah. 2 Timothy chapter 2, verse 2. So 2 Tim 2:2. This is one of
Twos are wild.
Yeah, our pastor Robbie Gowdy over at Long Hollow Church. This is one of his great verses, and it says, "And the things you have heard me say in the presence of many witnesses, entrust to reliable people who will also be qualified to teach others." And he said that is a verse about discipleship, and if you look at it and you read it and you study it, it's about 4 levels of discipleship. One guy heard it from somebody else, then taught it to somebody else who's going to teach it to somebody else. Mark McDaniel, that is some deep theology right there, and brought to you by Full Count Ministries, Long Hollow Church, Robbie Gallaty, on this 9th straight win by the Full Count Rhythm here tonight, and a game that took 2 hours and 45 minutes to complete. Rhythm come up on the good side, Zachariah.
They did. 8-4. See if they can continue it for number 10 tomorrow. Paducah Chiefs, you'll be able to catch us at 6:45 on air and 7:05 first pitch. Remember, if you're not one to hear us, or maybe you are one to hear us, but you want to come see the game in person, tickets are free. Come on down and get involved with us tomorrow. The weather is looking good for you on a good Sunday, so go to church in the morning, and then let's come on out to – we can go meet what's your name again? Tim. Go meet Tim over at the Mexican restaurant after church. He'll sit and share some chips and queso with you.
Probably won't be going over there tomorrow. I've got grandkids, as my son is coming back from Nicaragua. His wife, Anna, my daughter-in-law, is working. She's a neonatal care nurse.
We're going to be missing
so
Grandpa.
I'll have
He's over at the Mexican restaurant.
Yeah. My wife is going to take the 2 kids back home, but I'm going to have some chippy dippy.
Exactly.
Little Eli and Lucy Drew will be at our house tomorrow again. As one of them's at Nana Cherry's right now. The 3-year-old Eli he got picked up by his other Nana today. So we just have Lucy Drew at the house when I get home. She'll be asleep. She better be asleep. And please pray she sleeps all night long. Otherwise, I'm going to have to elbow my wife and say, hey, the baby's crying.
We appreciate everybody jumping in on the comments and in the chat and watching with us all through the night tonight.
Eric Alexander, according to Todd Neal, is leading next week's trip. So thanks to Todd for letting us know that. I would assume that they're maybe in the middle of their share service. Todd, are you still in the middle of your share service at the Best Western down there? Mara Delgado has checked in here late and said, way to go, boys. And Robin Benjamin also very kind in her words. Says that she enjoys listening to us. We're going to miss old Jackson Benjamin, New Jack City.
He'll be around, though.
Yeah, but apparently he is going to be around.
Yeah. We'll get some more.
Maybe he'll be next year's pitching coach, you know?
Hey, never
Tyler
know.
Sills, Dr. Sills. He's a wannabe doctor.
All right, we're done for the night, Tim. Any other final parting shots? You got something you want to say?
That's it.
Get off your chest?
Yeah, I already
Tell
did.
us a secret you've never told anyone. All right, we're back again tomorrow night. Paducah Chiefs coming in. Rhythm get the win tonight, 8-4 over the Hoptown Hoppers. God bless. Have a great night. We'll see you next time here on the Full Count Broadcast Network.
This has been another Full Count Rhythm baseball game presented by Full Count Ministry and Rhythm Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. See you next time on the Full Count Broadcast Network.